I think we can all agree, these 92 overall most feared players are some of the best cards in all of Madden 23. But what if there was a way to get these cards for cheap by simply opening a pack? Well, Salsa family, and in today's video, I got an idea that we're going to be testing to potentially get these 92 overall players for an incredibly reduced price. Now, what we're going to attempt to do is we're going to open up this reroll pack to hopefully build a full 92 overall master and do so for cheaper than the card would sell for. So let's get started, and to do this, we're going to need a lot of training. So what I'm going to do is spend 300,000 coins on training, and ideally that 300k is going to turn into a card like Jalen Ramsey, who's worth like 350k. And maybe if we do well enough, we might even have cards left over. Now you might be watching this like, Swift, why are you attempting this challenge? There's no way this is going to work, and I got two reasons. Number one, as you can see, I'm on a side account right now. This is a 76 overall team. I hit up MMOEXP and was like, can I do this challenge on a side account to see if we can maybe build this player? And they said yes, so big shout out to them for sponsoring this vid. And then number two, the reroll is actually profitable right now. As you guys can see, on a per reroll basis, you're making like 500 coins. Now, of course, we're not going to be selling anything off, but my hope is that since this reroll is slightly profitable, we can maybe use that to our advantage and potentially build one of these cards for cheap. So let's try this out. This could be kind of cool if it works, and it would be dope for future promos. So bang, there we go. We got our training. Let's see if we can turn these training points into a full master player. We have 34k training, and let's get started with the rerolls. And as we do, fellas, we got a full slate of NFL football tomorrow from 1 p.m. all the way to 8 p.m. We got NFL games, so if you guys are looking to make some higher or lower player picks over on Underdog Fantasy, I will leave the link to the app in the description. And essentially what you guys do is make some predictions about how the players are going to do on Sunday, and if you do well enough, you can 10x or even 20x your money. So yeah, I'll leave the link to the app in the description. I will be posting my picks over on my YouTube community tab a little bit later. Let's see if we can maybe make some money. And again, if you're not yet signed up, use code SWIFT. You're going to get some free money on the app when you do so, because you're getting a deposit match up to $100 by using my code. So whatever money you put in, it's going to get doubled by using my code. But let's get back on track and let's continue re-rolling. So far, not really so good, but not so bad. We've scooped up a couple 84s. We've got some 78s, but what we're going to need is we're going to hopefully need like a 90 overall pull. We're going to need some 87 overall pulls, because what we're going to be doing is using all these cards that we pull to start to do sets. We're going to build up our 78s to 84s. We're going to build up our 84s up to 87s, 87s to 90s, and then 90s to hopefully be able to get a master. But honestly, I got zero idea if this is gonna work. I got no clue if we're gonna fall totally short. I have no clue if we're gonna smash this with flying colors, but I think it's an interesting experiment as we get an 87 to Devian Clowney. That's dope. Like I was saying though, I think this is an interesting experiment. Haven't really seen other YouTubers do this video where they simply use the reroll and try and turn that into a master card. Again, if we're able to do so, we're gonna be getting one of the masters for cheap, because as you guys can see, players like Myles Garrett, players like Jalen Ramsey, they're selling for upwards of 350 to 400,000 coins, but our investment in training was about 300 to 320k. So if we're able to pull this off, that would just be absolutely dope, as we're getting a 78 Marcus Epps. You guys will notice there's a lot of 78s you're gonna pull. Now, as we're going through the reroll, let's pick some games for tomorrow. If you guys can accurate, oh, 90 Tyler Lockett, let's go, man. That's a dope pull. That's gonna help us out a ton when it comes to constructing one of these 92s. We already got a 90. This is sick. Now, like I was saying, as we're going through this reroll, let's predict some NFL games for tomorrow. If you guys can accurately predict, let's say 7 winners for tomorrow's games, I'll give you 100,000 coins. So go drop a comment and predict 7 of the winners for tomorrow's games. Actually, nah, I'm making it a little bit harder. I'm saying predict 8 winners and I'm giving you 100,000 coins, but let's take a look at the games ourselves and make some picks as we go through these rerolls. First one, we got the Broncos and the Jags. I'm personally going to be taking the Jags. I think they've looked good, and I think the Broncos are kind of just like a dumpster fire right now, so I wouldn't want to pick them. Then next up, we got Cardinals Vikings. I think the Cardinals actually looked good when they played against us. When I say us, I'm talking about the Saints, but I'm going to pick the Vikings. I think they're playing pretty good, and I think it's not a primetime game, so Kirk Cousins is probably going to play well. Then Dolphins Lions. I really like the way Miami's playing football, so I'm going to pick the Dolphins there. Then we got Bears Cowboys. Upset alert. I'm taking the Chicago Bears. They look good against the Patriots, man. They look really good. If they can just keep it going, I think they could actually win that football game. The spread is 10 points. I think the Bears could easily win that though. Then next up, we got Panthers Falcons. Probably going to go with the Falcons on this one, just because of the fact that the Falcons honestly aren't playing terrible football. They got a decent record. They can run the football. I just don't think the Panthers can really do anything. At least the Falcons can run the ball. Then Jets Patriots. Jets, Steelers, Eagles, as well as Saints and Raiders. I'm going to quickly take the Jets on that one. Honestly, I kind of just think the Jets might keep it going. They got some good playmakers on offense. They could potentially do it. I know Breece Hall is injured, but I could see them pulling that one off. Steelers, Eagles, I could see this being a trap game for the Eagles. I could see the Steelers defense winning this one for them, but I can't go against how well the Eagles are playing. And then Saints, Raiders, I'm a Saints fan, but I got zero faith, man. I'm picking the Raiders in that one because we absolutely reek, and we don't even have our first round pick, man. We traded that to the Eagles. Oh my goodness. Now getting back on track with the rules, I might not pick the later games, but yeah, we're honestly doing pretty well. That 90 overall pull is awesome. We've gotten an 87, and we're not even a third of the way through our training. If we pull a 90 overall player, every third, we're going to be constructing a 92, and we're going to be left over with a bunch of these other cards for profit, and I guess to like quote unquote make some coins back. But yeah, we get a Noah Brown right there. Not terrible. I will say there isn't a ton you guys can do with the 78s. There's not much you can do with the 78s when it comes to most feared sets, which is too bad. But we'll see what we can do to upgrade them to 84s and then upgrade our 84s, of course, to 87s. But yeah, let's keep on going right here. I'm actually getting pretty excited. I'm going to Seahawks and Giants tomorrow, which should be a pretty good game. I wasn't expecting to be that good of a game when I got the tickets. If you guys are going, again, we're doing a fan meetup at section 107 at halftime, so be there. We can take a photo. I'm going to give away some merch, I think. Hopefully some of y'all show up, so if you're going to the game, let me know by dropping a comment. I'd love to meet some of y'all at halftime. So yeah, I'm just going to cut to the next time I get a good pull. Hopefully we get another 90 or another 87. Fingers crossed, but I'll see you in a sec. Oh, there we go. Elijah Vera Tucker. Let's get it. Good pull. Oh, baby, 90 Mike Gesicki. Oh my goodness, we're gonna finish with like profit when we do this. Oh damn, this is crazy. So look at this, fellas. This might be super glitchy. The 90s, the 87s, a bunch of 84s, some 78s. We're gonna be doing this set and making back so many coins to the point that we honestly might get this done and only spend 100,000 coins out of pocket for a 92. Okay, so here's the first thing we gotta do. Of course, we've already got some 90s, which is awesome to see. Now all we gotta do is get one final 90 overall player. I'm going to do the Andrew Thomas set. He's an awesome card. Of course, we pulled enough 87s and enough 84s to get this done with relative ease. So here we go. We have our 390 overall players. We're going to put them into the Derwin James set, and we have so many cards left over that are going to offset our original cost. So yeah, let's actually do the Jalen Ramsey set right here. And remember, we only spent about 300,000 coins to get all of these players. So already our 300,000 coins in spend has turned into 92 Jalen Ramsey, who right now is selling for 350k. So we've already gotten this card for a pretty good deal. We've already tacked off 50k. But fellas, that's not it whatsoever. We've got these 90s we can quick sell for training. That's awesome. Those are BND players. We've got an 87 overall card. We can sell this off. This is a leftover 87, just tacking off 30k. Then if I were to just look at these players and estimate how much coin value I've got in here, we've got a total of 684s. Let's say we sell those cards for about 10k per player. That's 60k. Then remember, we also have the Jadeveon Clowney for 30. That's a total of 90, but of course, we also have just a ton of 78s. And boys, we have a total of 64 78s in the binder. We can sell them all for 2,000 coins. That would be 128k for the 78s. Tack on the coins we got for the 84s and the 87s, and that is 218,000 coins we'll have made back from all these remaining cards. So essentially what we've done is we spent 300k to get all this training, and we made back 218 as well as got Jalen Ramsey. That essentially means we got this Jalen Ramsey card for 80,000 coins. That's insanity, fellas. If you guys did enjoy this video and you want more of these, scroll down and drop a like. We can test out stuff like this in future promos to see how good these rolls are. And don't forget, be sure to sign up with Underdog Fantasy before NFL tomorrow. We'll end it off with an AKA pack. I quick sold a bunch of my lower overall cards because I wanted to try this, and we're gonna get an 89 Javon Curse. Use code SWIFT on Underdog. Check out this video on the screen right here. I think you'll enjoy it, and I'm out. Peace.